Tank Life. Alright, this is an update to our treating sick axolotls. And what we're about to do right now is the water changes. That's Anakin. As y'all can see, his skin doesn't look any better. It actually got more color to it. This has been like the 10th day since we started the antibiotic treatments. And I'm going to be honest, I don't even know how he's still alive because he hasn't eaten this whole time. But I know that he's still alive because every day he's in a different position. And every day, for some reason, his water gets this dirty. I don't know if it's his skin peeling off or what. But as I said before, I don't think he's going to make it. I'm just documenting for further purposes. But the brain is doing real good. We're about to do his water change today. All of the little fungus fell off of his gills, which will show more when we do his water change. He's eating regularly. His bowels is regular. But as I said, Anakin is not doing any better. So while I'm sitting right here, let's go ahead and do a quick water change so we can look at him a little better and see if he moves. As you can see, he moves, so he's still alive. I just don't know why I cannot get him to eat. And he will try to eat sometimes, but he will spit the food right back out no matter what I try. But it's been pretty good. This is about either the 10th or the 12th day. And as I said, this axolotl has not eaten anything this whole time. So I really don't know what's going on. I don't know if you can see his skin, but the sores have healed. There was a point in time where he turned all white, and I really thought he was dead. But as you can see now, he's starting to go back brown, but he has no red on his gills, which is supposed to be the main sign of their breathing. I wish I had a little bit more money or a better connection so I could take him to a vet to find out. But so what we're going to do today is I'm going to give him another tea bath in this water that I just put him in. And then I'm going to put some more antibiotics in his water. And of course I'm going to try to feed him again. I'll see if I can get that on tape. But yeah, that's where we're at with him on our 12th day. And as I said, the brain is just doing good. He's in some dirty water. I upgraded to some filters so I didn't have to change his water every day. But I have been using antibiotics on him. I'm also going to get some footage of our snail breed out for this update. And I have to do some water changes. I'm going to be changing our tanks around. So without further ado, let's get started on all that.
Later.
Alright, y'all, so it's only been like 30 minutes later. What I've got going on is I've got Anakin into a tea bath going on right now. Also, I added an ice bottle because it hasn't been very warm in here, but I want to see if the temperature might be affected of him. I tried to feed him a pellet. He didn't want to eat it. And like I said, he's been doing good, but he hasn't eaten in about 12 days. I say 10, but this is like his 12th day of treatment. And so now my biggest worry is that fact. I don't know how he survived so long without eating. But after his tea bath, I'm going to try to give him some blood worms. I've tried tablets. I've tried regular worms. Only thing I haven't tried is live black worms. And when my better part gets home, I'm going to go to try to find some live black worms and see if he'll eat those. But as I said now, we're just trying things for documentation purposes because I don't think he's going to make it. I don't understand how anything can make it this long without eating. But what I am documenting is the skin changes. If you remember before in the last one, he had open sores. They were all red. He looked real bad. Been using the antibiotics in the tea bath, and this is the progress that we have. And these two, Pinky and Anakin, were my first sick axolotls. So I am documenting a lot and going through it just for future purposes so that I do know what to do. But what we're about to do now is get Brain out of his dirty water. Brain has been doing pretty good. Like I said, all the fungus dropped off his gills, which I'm going to show you when I change it. And as I said, this is still day 12. Anakin's in his tea bath. We're getting ready to take him out. See how he looks. Of course, the Brain's still doing good in his ISO tank. But yeah, we're not going to take too long. Let's get him out of there. We've got in contact with our breeder, so if he makes it till Tuesday, which will be day 14 of not eating anything, then we're going to drop him off over there. She's going to try feeding him black worms and see what she can do for us to try to save him. But yeah, let's get him out of this tea bath and see what his skin looks like. I think that his skin is a lot better. Like I said, the main problem now is just getting him to eat. So as you see, the part that was open and red and sore on the last one is just totally white, but you don't see any signs of redness or like soreness. I worry about his gills because they're discolored, but the rest of his body had totally turned white as those patches where the sores was, and as you see now, his color is coming back. We still can't figure out what this stuff is that we keep finding in the water. It looks like it's maybe coming off of his skin. Or maybe like he shed it or something, but it was really weird. But I'll make another update tomorrow so we can get enough video for y'all to see what's going on. And then hopefully if everything goes well, I'll get video of him coming back home from the breeder. Alright, Tank Life. I'm still going to give an update on all the baby snails before we end this video. And as I keep saying, look out for our next project, the DIY 75 gallon. Alright, Tank Life, we're back with day 14 with treating Anakin with the viral infection. So as you see, the rest of his body is slowly turning back to that brown golden color that he had. His gills are looking fine. He just has a couple of white patches where those sores was at. Brain is doing good. He's about to get a water change too. Has no fungus on his gills, but we're going to keep him in isolation and still keep treating him with some of the antibiotics. We've also been able to get Anakin to eat twice, once yesterday, once today, so looks like he's doing a lot better. All right, let's get this water change done and look at him under some better water. He's got a lot more movement in him too now. He's just real skinny from not eating. All right, let's check him out. Yeah, so as you can see, got a little bit more pinkish to his gills today. His eyes are getting more color. Yeah, you can see there as he moves around. He's just gotten really skinny. I say he's doing a little 10% better on day 14 than what he was doing about 2 weeks ago when it looked like he was dying. As I said, I've been treating him with the API marine, the bacterial infection. See all the things that it does there. To get some more of that in there, and today we're going to be changing out his his air stone because it looked like it had some type of fungus or whatever that is that keeps being in his water. So basically we're just changing everything out new today, and tomorrow after we get him to eat again, we'll go ahead and do another tea bath. Alright, but there you have it for day 14. I'll come back and get some shots once I get him back in his water. Just so you can get a quick look at Brain before I put him back in place. As you can see, he's doing fine. Can't tell if there's anything on his gills from here, but it's been doing good. Looks like there might, no, there's just something floating in the water. Then a better angle of Anakin. As you can see, there's still a lot of fungus on his gills. That is what I'm trying to clear up. Trying to get a good close-up so y'all can see it better, but there is white crustation on the inside of his gills, and then of course the discoloration. We're about to get some more antibiotics in there for him. Get his air stone cut on. Later on I'm getting a filter. Then y'all make sure y'all stay tuned, because as I said, we got the DIY 75 gallon tank stand set up, and we also hopefully should be bringing home our Super G Axolotl today, so make sure y'all check back with us. Alright, Tank Life, this is like day 17. Quick update before we start heavy treatment. And as you can see, today there is no difference. He is still the same, eating very little. As you can see, he tried to take a bite out of some of his tablets. And there's Brain still doing good as he was before. So what I'm about to get ready to do today, of course I won't do the video. This is the last update for this video. But we got in touch with our breeder. We got a lot more medicines. So I'm going to sit down today and start treating them with the different medicines that she gave us and explaining to y'all what they are. But this is 17 or 16 days. I'm pretty sure it's 17 days after he took sick. And as you can see, there is no redness or sores, but still his coloration is off. It's all pale in the spots where he had the sores at. And the biggest problem right now is trying to get him to eat. So with that update I'm going to do later, I'm going to sit down, try to give him some black worms, and then tomorrow I'm going to try some blood worms. I'm just going to start trying different things. I'm going to put him in a smaller tub where he can be closer to his food and see if that helps. There is a way to force feed him, but I'm not too into that. So yeah, I'm hoping that he can pull up out of it himself, because I'm not sticking a spoon in his mouth and force feeding him. Just doesn't feel right. I'm not at that level of care yet. But yep, that is the end of this update video of treating 6 axolotls part 2. Follow for part 3, because as I say in there, I'm going to go with different medicines. And we're going to start treating our other babies. I'm going to have what I call spa days for them, just to make sure they don't get to this level. But alright, Tank Life, that's it. Alright, Tank Life, quick update unboxing. We just brought home Amarillo, the axolotl. He has already been acclimating for about like an hour or so. We're about to release him. We'll be doing more of an update tomorrow when we take him out to feed him before we close this video. But we just wanted everybody to see him. He's a Super GFP. And we're gonna upgrade all this stuff tomorrow. Y'all remember, just subscribe and like. We got t-shirts coming out soon. All that other good stuff as we patiently wait for her to figure out the rubber bands. Yeah, so he's a Super GFP. We're calling him Amarillo because he's like almost yellow. That's how GFP is. He glows without being in the dark. Yeah. No blue lights needed. We've been waiting on him for like 5 months. Hasn't got any bigger. Finally picked him up today. As we picked up medicine from our breeder for Anakin. He's so tiny. I don't know if y'all can see how yellow he is. That is why we're going to name him or her Amarillo. Would be nice if it was a boy, but as you see, it's so small we can't tell nothing. He's never been in a tub this big. And we probably won't keep him in a tub this big to start off, but just for the day until we get ready to feed him tomorrow. But there he goes. He's finally home. Alright, Tank Life, quick update on our grow out tank. Our red fancy guppy has had babies, so there are baby guppies all through there. And we also have, as you can see everywhere, a gang of baby snails. The snails that you see on top of the castle and inside of the eggshell are the first generation. We have already hatched out the second generation. You can barely see them, but they're all in that tank. And we are already working on our third generation. So when the next egg cluster hatches, we will release the second generation into the tank. And what we're basically doing is just keeping them by sizes. Once we get ready to release them into the tank, I'm going to take a few of the second generation to put into another bigger tank. But yeah, just a quick update. The snails are doing good. We have lots of snails. Oh man, there's have to be over 100 and something snails in this tank, though they're not ready to go yet. But if anybody wants any, let us know. And the same thing with the guppies. We're not selling them. You can have them. We're just growing them out to see if we can grow them out. Alright, Tank Life, that'll be the end of this update.